Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Football Manager series and episode number 39. Today, we play our first game of the Champions League group stages as we take on Bayer Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena in Germany. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough group because for me, I think we've got the group of death. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comments when we have a look at the groups very shortly. But as always, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please do drop a like. It's massively appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new. We are pushing for that 1,000 subscriber mark now. I think we're about 100 away, so it's going brilliantly. I'm really happy with how this channel is progressing. Thank you for all your support so far. So let's have a look at our Champions League group then. And for me, like I said, it is a tough one. We've been drawn in Group G. We are the first seeds, and we're in there with Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, and then we are going to have an all-British tie as well, as we will take on Celtic at some point. We'll feature that in a video in the future. It's probably going to be the next video, actually, but we'll have a look through the fixture list in a bit. But yeah, tough group for me. When we look at some of the other groups and we look at, you know, we've got Group A with PSG and Real Madrid. You'd expect them to get through. In terms of the English sides, Chelsea are in there with Ajax and Napoli, so that's quite a tough group for them as well. Man City in with Juventus, Hoffenheim and Salzburg. And then we've got Bayern Munich, Real Sociedad, Milan and Benfica. Liverpool are in with Dortmund and Monaco. Man United in with Lyon, Dinamo Kiev and Young Boys. So a pretty decent group for them. We've already talked about ourselves. And then a Barcelona and Inter group along with FC Porto. For me, I still think we should get through. We should definitely finish top 2 in this group, but it's a tough one. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comments below. Where do you think we're going to finish in Group G this season? Now, in terms of the games off camera, it's gone all right. Of course, in that last episode, we featured the game against Man United, our first game of the Premier League season. We followed that up with a 3-0 victory over Everton. Giovanni Reina getting on the score sheet again. It was basically all our new signings that got the goals in this game. Ibanez in the 85th minute, and then Esposito grabbing his first Premier League goal for the club. We then followed that up with another good victory against Sheffield United, 4-0 at the Emirates Stadium, and we absolutely blew Sheffield United away. We were 3-0 up even before half-time. Esposito opening the scoring for us. Like I said, 3-0 up by half-time. Sheffield United registered one shot on target in the entire game. An absolute banger from Dominic Szoboszlai there, putting us 2-0 up in the 25th minute. And then about 10 minutes before half-time, Max Aarons got on this the right-hand side. It's deflected off the goalkeeper. Because it's been on target, he's been given the goal. And then we rounded up with Nicolas Pepe grabbing his first goal of the season from the penalty spot. But that was followed up with a little bit of a disappointing 1-1 draw at Villa Park. We do seem to struggle away to Aston Villa. I believe we've got history there. Giovanni Reina on the score sheet again, putting us 1 up in the very first minute. But sadly for us, we couldn't hold on to that. Villa equalising in the 68th minute. And then we rounded up with another good performance away at Bournemouth in a 1-0 victory. And it was Esposito who once again got the winner for us in the 51st minute. Really pleased with this lad's start. He's proven to be probably the #1 striker at the club at this moment in time. But sadly, we couldn't add to that tally. Stats-wise, we absolutely dominated the game. I was pleased with the performance, but unfortunately, we just couldn't grab a couple more goals. And regarding that Premier League table, it's very early days, just 5 games played, 3 wins, 2 draws, no defeats, a decent goal difference of +8, puts us on 11 points. Liverpool have made the best start to the season so far, winning 4 of their 5 and just the 1 draw, so they're ahead by a couple of points at the moment. We need to make sure that we keep on track with them, and then others like Man United, Tottenham, Man City, all up there already. They're going to be very dangerous this season. Liverpool are going to want their title back, which we obviously stole from them last season, being the current champions. But the new signings are doing well. I'm really, really pleased. Giovanni Reina's got off to a good start. 3 goals in 5 games in the Premier League. His average rating could be up to a little bit. But attribute-wise, he's continuing to improve. So really pleased with him, especially physically as well. So pleased with this guy. Doing fantastic for us. And then that man himself, Esposito, who's got 3 in 4 in the Premier League. Again, attribute-wise, already looks fantastic. They are going up. I can't believe he's still only 21 years old. If we were playing this save for a long time, he would be incredible. But a brilliant start from him. And the other guy that we've got to give a shout-out to, who's not going to play in today's episode for reasons which we'll discuss in a bit, is Reynaldo Ortiz, who is the young 19-year-old Colombian regen wonder kid. I've given him a bit of game time. He's started 2 games, come off the bench once in the Premier League as well. Says he's only on a 6.95, but when we play him in this advanced playmaker role, he is literally at the heart of everything. He's very, very confident. I'm looking forward to see how this guy develops this season. So we are just going to play the one game today, which will be against Bayer Leverkusen. And this season, this final season with Arsenal, is going to be very Champions League orientated. So like today we'll do the Bayer game. Next episode we'll do the Chelsea and the Tottenham game, and the one after that we'll do Madrid and we'll probably do Liverpool and Madrid as we crack on through that group. So it's going to be Champions League orientated because that is really going to be our focus in this 4th and final season. So let's jump into today's game. We'll do the team meeting. And regarding the team that we're going to put out today, this is what I have put together. So Ramsdale's going to start in goal. Tierney, Gabriel, Ibanez and Bellerin at the back. Barella and Partey will team up in central midfield. On the left, we're going to have Reina. Saka on the right, Aouar through the middle, and Esposito up front. On the bench, Milinkovic, Aarons, Edwards, Martinelli, Szoboszlai, Guendouzi, and Luka Jovic. Now, because we're in the Champions League, we obviously had to do the registrations. There were 3 players who I couldn't register for this because you have to have a certain number of players who were trained in England. And we couldn't fit in Ortiz, which is just a little bit of a shame. Nicolas Pepe is also unregistered, as is Eddie Nketiah being our 3rd choice striker. So we need to make sure that Luka Jovic and Esposito stay fit. Hopefully they will do. I did include in my squad Icone because he's got the ability to play up front. So if these 2 do go down, we've got Icone in there as well as a backup. But he's not in the squad today. That's the team that we've put together. Let's hope that we can go out there and we can get a victory against Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, in their squad, they have got the former Arsenal player who went there on a free during this season. And I can't find him. Where has he gone? Where's Willock gone? I'd love to see him play today. He's played a couple of Bundesliga games, but he hasn't been a regular for them. Where is he? Oh, there he is, as a substitute. So these are his attributes and his stats so far. He's started 1 game in the Bundesliga, come off the bench twice, not got the best average rating, needs a bit of improvement there, and he's played in the DFB Pokal as well. Got himself an assist, but only a 6.4 rating. So it'll be nice to see Joe Willock again. Hopefully, he won't do us any damage today. Let's get into the game. Hopefully, win our first 3 points of this season's Champions League campaign. I think one of the things that's going to be very difficult for us this season, as we discover that Willock's not even in the squad today, so that's a shame. One of the things that's going to be really difficult is keeping everybody happy. We've got so many quality players in all positions in this squad this season, so it's going to be difficult as we go throughout the season and we get a bit more of a settled team here and there. It's going to be hard for people not to be annoyed with me at some point during the year. But here we go then. Let's get into this game. Let's hope for a good result. We are playing in the red, kicking from right to left. And here's Hector Bellerin, nice and early. If we can find an early goal, that would be great. That one goes just wide of the post. I'd like to say that we're the favourites for this game today. You know, Bayer are a good side, but they're not Borussia Dortmund and they're not Bayern Munich. So I'm hopeful that we can get a win. Just going to fire the boys up a bit. As you can see, we've got Barella playing as deep line playmaker today as we almost get off the mark. Barella playing deep line playmaker. He did actually get sent off in our last game that we played off camera away to Bournemouth. So he's banned for our next Premier League fixture and he always looks angry. Not angry, probably more aggressive. He's always very aggressive every single game. So I'm not surprised that he's picking up cards and he's already got sent off. There's a good ball over the top though to Esposito, who is unfortunately offside, and it prevents us from going 1-0 up. But we've had a decent first half so far. And there is that confirmation that that goal is disallowed. I could see the linesman on the far side. I have never seen any of those decisions overturned as yet, but it looks as though we're going to have a highlight just before half-time as Ramsdale plays it out wide. And here is Hossein Aouar. A goal before half-time would be perfect. Here's Esposito, and he's missed another one. Good opportunity. He could have had a couple of goals today. So I've been a little bit critical of the boys so far at half-time. I've just told them, mainly from the strikers, that I've been a little bit disappointed with the finishing. Everybody else seems to be doing all right, but hopefully that'll fire up someone like Esposito to help us out and score. But Andre Kramaric has put Bayer Leverkusen ahead. That is not the start that we wanted. Bit of a hole in central midfield here, because Kramaric is on the edge of the box. He's sort of peeled away from his man. Oh, it's Derenbray. But look at that pass. Our defenders are fast asleep, and we're a goal down. Right, we have made a change straight after the goal. We have taken off... Who have we taken off? I can't even remember. We've taken off Thomas Partey. We've brought... Oh, here's Hossein Aouar. Oh, should have been an equaliser. We've taken off Thomas Partey. We have brought Reina into central midfield. Szoboszlai is on the pitch. He goes out to the left-hand side as he takes this corner. We have got 65 minutes to get ourselves back into this game. As I said, it's going to be a really difficult group, this. Right, we've made another change. Reina's come off this time for Martinelli. He's going to go out to that left-hand side. We've gone attacking as well. And there may be one more highlight in this game. We need to get it up the field. We've been disappointing from a finishing point of view today. And it'd be not great if we were to lose our opening game of the group stage. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Thorgan Hazard in the 85th minute puts Bayer Leverkusen 2-0 up. And this is not the start that we wanted to our Champions League campaign. Another really poor goal to concede. They've overloaded us on the left. Bellerin can't do much. And it's going to be 3 points to Bayer. And they could add insult to injury here, as there's going to be one more highlight. Here's Palacios. But Aouar manages to head it away. Can we get ourselves a goal back and give us the smallest glimmer of hope? If Esposito can find a cross, which is poor. Here's Szoboszlai. Back to Esposito. That is 2-1. But for the second time today, I think that Esposito is offside. And he is. Another goal disallowed. It's not been our day. You know when it's not your day, I mean, he is offside. There's no doubt about it. Only just, but only just doesn't matter. And that will do it. A bad start to our campaign. Leverkusen 2, Arsenal 0. We are going to tell the boys that we're training hard tomorrow. Not good enough. Absolutely nowhere near good enough. We had the ball in the net a couple of times, but it wasn't to be. So, one game in, no points on the board as yet for our team. And that's also our first defeat of the season as we wind through time and we see that Celtic have beaten Atletico Madrid by 2-1. So that's a really big scoreline in our group. I think that's kind of... We've got a little bit of a let-off there because I expected, if anything, it to be us and Atletico Madrid that had dominated the group. I mean, there's still another 5 games to go. A long, long way to go in this group. And I'd expect ourselves and Atletico Madrid to come through against Leverkusen and Celtic. But they're the teams that are laughing all the way to the bank at the moment. 3 points on the board for both of those sides. Fair play to them. But we need to definitely up our game in the Champions League. But that will do it for today. Not what we wanted to see, that 2-0 defeat. We will come back and try and make amends in episode 40, where we'll play a double header. We'll play Celtic at the Emirates Stadium. And then we'll have a North London derby against Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So really looking forward to that one. Hopefully our form can improve a little bit in the meantime. But guys, thank you so much for watching today. As always, I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed, please do drop a like on today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.